Commissioner Holzman's here.
Good morning, Sylvie's here.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. This is Kochmeyer here.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Holzman's here too.
Good morning. Is Commissioner Coleman on? I believe I see her there.
I am here.
All right, great. Commissioner Roop will be unable to join us this morning, so we are going to go with just the four of us. So we have a quorum of 4, and it is now 11 a.m., so we will go ahead and call the agenda meeting to order. Ask those participating on the call, please mute your phone unless you need to speak. The first order of business is to approve the minutes from February 9th's agenda. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes of February 9th, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those minutes are approved 4-0. There will be, what I think we have, let me see here. We have 9 tariffs and new orders, 2 case discussions, and 1 closed at the end of agenda. We will do a closed session. So first up, the tariffs and new orders. First up is file number EO 2022-0201 and EO 2022-0202. This is in the matter of Evergy Metro, Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri Metro's 2022 Integrated Resource Plan Annual Update filing. Evergy requested a variance from its requirement to hold an annual workshop and file an update report under 20 CSR 4240-22.080 sub 3. Evergy states that the parties to its current triennial IRP case do not oppose the request for a variance, and no party, in fact, filed any opposition. So this order grants the request and extends the dates by which to file the report and hold the workshop. So I recommend that we approve this order version 2. Commissioner Coleman,
Support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I also support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That
Aye.
order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number GR 2022-0124. This is in the matter of Summit Natural Gas of Missouri, Inc., changes to the company's purchase gas adjustment clause. The commission opened this case to receive Summit's 2019 to 2020 PGA and ACA filings. Staff filed a recommendation in this case stating that it had conducted an audit and reached the same ending balance that Summit had filed. Staff did suggest some recommendations, which Summit ultimately accepted in a subsequent filing. So with that, I recommend that we approve this order version 3. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I also support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 3 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
That order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number GC 2021-0315, GC 2021-0316, and GC 2021-0353. This is Constellation New Energy Gas Division, LLC, complainant v. Spire Missouri, Inc., DBA Spire respondent. Spire filed a motion for a protective order asking the commission to prohibit the parties to these cases from deposing certain Spire employees. This order denies that motion, finding that the 2 depositions that have been requested are in fact within the scope of the discovery for this case. So with that, I recommend that we approve this order version 2. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
That order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number GR 2021-0241. This is in the matter of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren Missouri's tariffs to adjust its revenues for natural gas service. Ameren filed compliance tariff sheets in accordance with the commission's order in this case, approving several stipulations and agreements. Staff filed recommending approval of the tariff sheets, so this order approves them, and I recommend that we approve this order version 2. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I do as well.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
That order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number SA 2021-0017. This is in the matter of Missouri American Water Company's application for a certificate of convenience and necessity, authorizing it to install, own, acquire, construct, operate, control, manage, and maintain a sewer system in and around the city of Hallsville, Missouri. So Missouri American filed tariff sheets in accordance with this commission's order in the case granting a CCN for the city of Hallsville. Staff filed recommending that we approve those tariff sheets, so this order approves them, and I recommend that we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I also support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1 say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number GC 2021-0315, GC 2021-0316, and GC 2021-0353. Again, this is the Constellation New Energy Gas Division LLC complainant, v. Spire Missouri Inc., DBA Spire respondent. Constellation filed a motion asking the commission to compel Spire to respond to certain data requests in these cases. These cases are not consolidated, but have been scheduled for a joint hearing, and counsel for the parties have cooperated for the sake of discovery. This order grants the motion to compel and directs Spire to explain the circumstances for any information which has not been provided or which is alleged to be unavailable. So with that, I recommend we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number GC 2021-0316. This is Symmetry Energy Solutions LLC complainant v. Spire Missouri Inc., DBA Spire respondent. This order, similar to the last one, is in that Symmetry filed a motion asking the commission to compel Spire to respond to certain data requests in these cases. This order grants that motion to compel and directs Spire to provide documents related to certain categories of information by specific identified dates. So with that, I recommend we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I do as well.
All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 4-0. Next up, file number GC 2021-0316. This is again Symmetry Energy Solutions LLC complainant v. Spire Missouri respondent. This order also stems from the same line of cases as the last couple. Symmetry filed a motion asking the commission to compel Spire to permit further deposition of one of its representatives in these cases. This order grants the motion to compel in part and directs Spire to allow further deposition for specific topics which are identified in the motion. With that, I recommend we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I also support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1 say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
That order is approved 4-0. Next up and final order today is file number EF 2022-0103. This is in the matter of the application of Evergy Missouri West Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri West, for authority to encumber assets. Evergy West filed this application asking for authority to encumber its assets with issuances in mortgage bonds. Evergy also requested expedited treatment and waiver of the 60-day notice provision. Staff and Evergy filed a unanimous stipulation and agreement in the case and have waived the right to a hearing if the agreement is approved. So this order approves the application subject to the terms and conditions of the agreement, grants a waiver of the 60-day notice provision, and approves in part and denies in part Evergy's motion to expedite the order. So with that, I recommend we approve the order version 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1 say aye.
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 That order is approved 4-0. All right, that concludes reports and orders. We do have 2 case discussions, one of substance and one of scheduling. So first on the case discussions is EO 2021-0035 and EO 2021-0036. This is in regards to Evergy's 2021 IRP. I believe this is Judge Hatcher.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is the Integrated Resource Plan triennial filing of Evergy Missouri Metro and Evergy Missouri West. There are 2 cases here. EO 2021-0035 is Evergy Metro and 0036 is Evergy West. There are 3 decision points for the commissioners on the triennial filing, then on the joint filing, and then on any further information.
Okay. So they've settled 18 of 21 issues, and they just left us with 3 deficiencies to make decisions on.
Yes, Chairman.
All right. I am of the opinion to go with Evergy on all 3 of those deficiencies. So we'll just go around. If any commissioner has one that they disagree on, bring it up. We'll just take them all together, though. Commissioner Coleman?
No, there's none that I don't agree on. I'm in same position as you.
Okay. Commissioner Holzman?
I support your position.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
And I also support your position.
All right, Judge. That gets you what you need?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. So that concludes that case discussion. The other one is GR 2021-0320. This is Liberty's general rate case on gas. Judge DePel?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. This is just as you sort of a scheduling reminder that the local public hearing in Liberty's rate case, the first one is this evening at 6 via WebEx, and the second one will be Tuesday at noon, also via WebEx. This is officially Judge Pridgeon's case, but I'm handling the local public hearings for him. Like I say, there's a question and answer session starting at 6, and then the commissioners will be notified when it's time to join. I have Commissioner Pullman and Commissioner Holzman had originally planned to attend this evening, and Chairman Sylvie, Commissioner Roop, and Commissioner Kolkmeyer had said that they were planning to attend the new one on Tuesday.
All right, and then the hearing is currently scheduled for April 25th through May 6th. In that one.
That's
Any questions?
correct.
All right, any questions for the judge before these local public hearings? All right, hearing none. Thank you, Judge. That just leaves us with upcoming scheduling, and then, as I mentioned, a closed discussion that we'll need to go into under 610-021 sub 12 for contracts. So let's look at upcoming scheduling. Today is that local public hearing we just heard about from Judge DePel. Again, that will be at 6 p.m. via WebEx. And February 18th, Friday, February 18th, so tomorrow, we have oral arguments in Evergy Metro ER 2022-0025. This is Evergy Metro's application for authority to implement rate adjustments required by 20 CSR 4240-20.090 sub 8. And the company's approved fuel and purchase power costs and cost recovery mechanism. That's going to be at 9 a.m. In room 310 and via WebEx with Judge Clark tomorrow. Monday, February 21st is a state holiday. Tuesday, February 22nd is the second local public hearing that we just heard up for GR 2021-0320. That's Liberty's request to file tariffs and change its natural gas service. That will be via WebEx only at noon with Judge DePel. Wednesday, February 23rd, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Friday, February 25th, we have a commission workshop meeting in AW 2020-0148. That's a working case to consider a proposed residential customer disconnection data reporting rule. That will be via WebEx only at 10 a.m. with Judge Woodruff. Wednesday, March 2nd is agenda at 10:15 a.m. Wednesday, March 9th is agenda at 10:15 a.m. And Wednesday, March 16th is agenda at 10:15 a.m. So that gets us out to the middle of March. Any comments, questions, or requests regarding scheduling through the middle of March? All right, hearing none, like I said, the only business we have left is to go into closed session under 610.021 sub 12 RISMO to discuss contracts. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I second it.
Seconded by Commissioner
Holzman.
seconded by Commissioner Coleman. Is there any discussion on the motion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the motion to go into closed session under 610.021 sub 12 RISMO, say aye.
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 Motion is approved 4-0. We will go ahead and clear the line, and then we will adjourn immediately upon conclusion of the closed session.